Hey there, everyone. My name is Shane, and I'm here to hopefully make your day a little bit better. But holy hell, has today been a day. It's been a long one. So I woke up at early and had to go do the coffee shop and had to do it open to close, which is whatever. And I'm just kind of shocked, I guess, that people are acting a certain way right now with everything going on in the world and life and just how it is. There were some people who were snapping, pretty angry snapping at stuff like being out of a certain product or, just not having the right type of coffee you want, or the fact that your person ordered through DoorDash and we don't do DoorDash and I don't know how they made an order for you and it's impossible to figure it out. And if you yell at me, that doesn't solve it, but it was a day, and there's not a lot I can say about what to do when people decide to be that way. It sucks. And from the bottom of my heart, I know so many of us work in jobs where we deal with people. If you don't, congratulations if that's what you like. I mean, I hope you do whatever you enjoy. I hope that you are on your path to a career you like. But hell, a lot of us have to deal with people right now. And people are something extra at the moment. And so I don't know, today's Sunday. Normally I record these things earlier, but it's just been kind of a hectic week that way. And I would usually have some little extra story to go along with this and some motivational talk. Really this time, I don't know, I wanted to tell a little bit of a story about just dealing with frustrating people. Because I've worked around 30 plus jobs over the years and I can't make everyone happy. And I don't know if I've ever been the customer that has a complete mental disconnect with the situation that's in front of me. I can't recall a time I ever did, but I wonder if anyone ever does, if that makes some sense. Because, when I was working at a game store, I had people who would be furious that I couldn't make their Mario Party game work on their Xbox One. And I would be like, I'm sorry, that's just not how that works. The system just doesn't have the ability to read this thing. And some people just couldn't understand that concept. I like to tell a quick story to new employees I hired, don't do that job anymore, but about a very, very angry customer and how a little bit of humor goes a long way in that situation. There was a time, this was in the North Platte store when I was working back in Nebraska, and I was training a new employee, and a gentleman came in with his wife. The wife already, right off the bat, looked pretty upset at the situation. And he was furious. He had beaten a game. So he didn't say he beat the game, but he had a game for a couple of months and he said he didn't like it. I said, okay, I'm sorry, but the return policy is, 30 days. Anything after that, there's no way for me to tell what's going on. I tried to talk to him about it a little bit. And he was actually able to describe a lot about the game. And he basically, the way I could tell he beat the game was he didn't like the ending in the game. Okay. And so I started talking to him. I'm sorry, I can't return this. It was a $15 game was the whole situation as it is. There was the mentality for a lot of places are if a customer starts getting angry and starts yelling, just solve the problem, give them what they want. I am a bit more stubborn than that. So I didn't just roll over and say, okay, sure. Well, he starts getting more and more angry. He starts yelling basically in the store about how this is bull. I don't understand why a small business would ever get business if this is our policies. Again, our policy was after 30 days, no returns. And even then, I'm sorry you don't like the game. And so anyways, the policies were in check. Everything was good there. And the man starts pointing. And he starts pointing more and more at the new employee. And this was like her third day, pointing at the employee and pointing at me. And he gets more and more angry with this whole situation. And the guy starts getting to the point where he's almost poking me in the chest. And because our counters aren't very wide, they were a couple of feet more than anything else. And as he gets his fingers closer and closer and continues poking me, I take my hand and I go, whoop, whoop. And his reaction when I do this to him, because this man was maybe 6'3", all Husker gear. His wife was, kind of like tearing up out of the stress and anxiety of it. Just taking my quick hands and just messing with his fingers. He takes his fingers and goes, like I have just destroyed his soul and everything this man knows about himself all in one swift doot doot motion to him. And he asks me, he says, what did you do? And my answer was, are you better now? Like I was really hoping he wouldn't hit me, to be honest, because I haven't been hit in a lot of years. And I don't like getting hit. I have never liked getting hit. It's not pleasant. So, he asked, what did you do? And I said, I feel that when you're really angry, just getting someone to laugh sometimes helps. His wife was still just dead silent, not saying anything. He's like, but he said, I was being kind of anyways. And I said, yeah, so how can we solve this? And it basically got through, we figured out another game for him to get instead. So we made a sale out of the situation. Cool. And he was a happy return customer. But the thing was, he went in there right off the bat in his head that he was angry and ready to fight. I think that a lot of people right now in the world are that way as soon as they leave their house. If you don't have a mask on, people right now are especially aggressive. They look at you like you're wanting to hurt them. And that's not the case. Some of us just couldn't get masks in time. Some of us couldn't afford them when they spiked up to $7 to $20 per mask and stuff, and for very simple ones. And I don't go out much right now unless I have to. Today I went out for my essential personnel job of making coffee, and that was about it. And other than that, most of the time what I do is just order food in, or we'll do the go pick up food thing, like where you pull up and they bring the food to you at Walmart and stuff. And it's hard going through this time and seeing people so angry, because I know I can't go up and give anyone a hug, not that I normally would hug a lot of strangers, but you're removed from the physical interaction of even a handshake, because I use handshakes so much in sales and for helping people. A pat on the back, a fist bump, whatever it is, something to get people past that threshold of them and you. And just having a quick little interaction made such a big difference, and you can't do that right now. So for people that are alone at home or just don't have any interaction, I know it's hard to imagine how much harder it is for them. And I'm trying to be understanding to everyone that comes in or not comes in, but comes through the drive-thru and yells and screams. Oh God. I mean, it gives me more motivation to make this content creation thing big and to help your guys' day out more. Every day that I get to spend with you guys is a great day for me. When I get to jump onto the stream and chat and smile, or do this vlog and smile and chat with you here, it makes me happy every single time. I wish that worked for the angry people out there. Be like, no, don't worry, here's my vlog. And just like get them to smile for 2 damn minutes, but you can't. And it's always been that way. When I worked at Pizza Hut, people would scream sometimes if they had a wrong topping, when they don't understand mistakes would happen. At Taco Bell, we had a lady throw a burrito at a window once. That was a thing. Steam cleaning. We would tell people like, hey, you cannot put this furniture back down onto your floor for 24 hours. And we put them up on these blocks so they wouldn't fall. He would call us back a week later, hey, our floor's stained. Okay, well, what happened? And we'd go and look, and it would be because they took it off the blocks early. And you could tell, like, you get used to what it is. And I think people are too embarrassed to be wrong, and a lot of the time as well. And so when you're embarrassed, you lash out with anger. And I think it's kind of that way with a lot of people right now, even in these small places like the coffee shop. So I don't know. Tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and do some scary, spooky games on stream, and I'll enjoy it. Last week, we beat Limbo and Resident Evil 7 on Sunday, so that was fun. This week, we'll be finishing Resident Evil 4 on Sunday night. And then we're gonna do a 24-hour marathon stream Monday at noon to Tuesday at noon with the Halo franchise. And I'm really pumped for that. I'm gonna be doing it with my good friend Jordan. His name on Twitch is Mr. Murder Crow, and he'll be hanging out with us. We might have some other people pop in as well on the different campaigns. And then Thursday, we'll be doing D&D for the first time on stream. I mean, I've done D&D. God, for like 15 years, lots of D&D. There was a fun time where I convinced my sisters to play. One of them wanted to be a centaur, and all she did was proceed to kick the other sister in the head. It didn't end well. So, I don't know if you remember that, Emily, but I do. So anyways, this is my short, quick catch-up vlog. There'll be some more structure in all the other ones, but God, today sucked at work. But just because it sucked for me doesn't mean it has to suck for anyone else. The one thing that you can control in everyday situations is how you react to things. And I still held every person up with a smile, helped them the best I could, and helped them on their way. Day where you work at as a coffee barista and you don't get a single tip sucks a lot. but it's life sometimes. So anyways, that's all I have for this one. We'll be back again with another video on Tuesday, and definitely join us on the stream. I'm really excited for the streams this week. Make sure you like and subscribe and all that stuff over here. Ring that bell that gives you notifications when I do put a new video out. Thanks to the editing for Emily. She's our amazing editor again there. And like the page, which is probably down here somewhere. I don't know how this stuff works. I just move my hand along the bottom. And find us on our Twitch. But more important than all that, have a nice day.